With a really heavy heart, actually, that we start today. We have to acknowledge the passing of a true icon, Loni Anderson.
Yeah, she left us just 2 days before her 80th birthday, August 5th. Passed away on the 3rd.
Such sad news. And today we want to do more than just, report the headlines. We're going to take a deep dive.
Right, into her whole life, her legacy. She was so much more than just, Jennifer Marlowe, wasn't she?
Absolutely.
Her publicist, Cheryl J. Kagan, confirmed it. Sunday, August 3rd, 2025, in an LA hospital. She was 79.
And the statement mentioned a prolonged illness.
Yes, or acute prolonged illness was another phrasing used. The family's statement it hits hard.
It did. We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our dear wife, mother, and grandmother. Just devastating for them.
It really is.
So our goal here for you listening is to go beyond that sad news. We've got the family statements, the publicist info,
and some really touching tributes from colleagues. Morgan Fairchild, Barbara Eden.
Steve Sauer, her manager for decades. And we're also drawing from her own book, My Life in High Heels.
Ah, yes. That memoir, very candid.
It is. So the idea is to give you a really full picture. Her career, her personal life, which was definitely complex, and, her impact.
And you almost have to start with WKRP, don't you?
You really do. Jennifer Marlowe, CBS, 1978 to 1982. That role it defined an era in some ways.
It did. The glamorous receptionist at that kind of chaotic Ohio AM radio station.
But she wasn't just glamorous. That's the key, I think.
Exactly. That's what made the character and Loni's portrayal so brilliant. She completely smashed that dumb blonde stereotype.
Totally. Jennifer was sharp, so intelligent, often the only one holding things together,
Right. The description was her good looks were matched by her intelligence, and her efficiency often kept the station running.
In the face of others' incompetence. Which was pretty much everyone else sometimes.
Yeah. That ensemble cast was fantastic, though. Gary Sandy, Gordon Jump, Howard Hessman.
Kim Reed, Frank Bonner, Jan Smithers. Just a perfect cast.
And the industry noticed her talent. 3 Golden Globe nominations for that role.
And 2 Emmy nominations. That's significant recognition for a sitcom role back then.
Absolutely. It showed she wasn't just a pretty face. She had serious acting chops.
But WKRP, while huge, wasn't the beginning of it.
No, not at all. Her journey started way earlier. Her very first film part, albeit small, was in Nevada Smith.
Wow, back in 1966 with Steve McQueen.
That's the one. And then through the 70s, before WKRP, she was doing guest spots everywhere.
I remember seeing her name in credits for shows like SWAT, Phyllis.
Policewoman, Harry-O, loads of them.
And wasn't there a connection with Three's Company?
Yeah, apparently a guest role on Three's Company directly led to her getting the audition and then the part for Jennifer Marlowe.
Huh. Small world sometimes.
It really is. And after WKRP's first run ended, she didn't just fade away. She kept working, showing real range.
Yeah, she moved across TV, movies,
yeah,
even musical theater, right?
She did. Tackled some interesting roles. Like the TV movie The Jane Mansfield Story in 1980. That must have been challenging.
And then, of course, Stroker Ace in 83, which is where she met
Burt Reynolds. Yeah, we'll definitely come back to that.
She was also in The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin in 84.
And later, another TV movie, White Hot. The Mysterious Murder of Thelma Todd in 1991. A varied resume.
And she did go back to Jennifer Marlowe, didn't she, for the revival?
She did, just for 2 episodes of the new WKRP in Cincinnati in 1993. Must have been fun for the fans.
A little nod to the past. And her voice worked too, Flo and All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Right, and she kept working, like right up to the end almost. Appeared in that Amazon pilot, Love You More.
And her most recent role is just last year, 2023, Ladies of the 80s, A Diva's Christmas.
Alongside Morgan Fairchild, Linda Gray, Donna Mills, Nicolette Sheridan, quite the lineup.
It really was. And her publicist, Cheryl Kagan, made a point of saying that even while facing her diagnosis, she worked with determination.
That really says something about her work ethic, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Incredible dedication.
So going back a bit, her roots. She was born Loni K. Anderson, August 5th, 1945. St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minnesota, nice.
Yeah.
Her dad was an environmental chemist.
Yes, and her mom was a former model. There's that story about her name.
Oh, yeah.
Her dad wanted to name her Leilani, apparently, but he worried she'd get teased.
Leilani? Why would? Oh, maybe the rhyme potential?
Possibly. So he shortened it to Loni, which, worked out pretty well.
Definitely worked out. Now, her personal life often made as many headlines as her career, especially later on. She was married 4 times.
That's right. First to Bruce Hasselberg, they had her daughter, Deidre.
Then Ross Bickle. And then the big one, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. 1988 to 1994. That relationship, that marriage, it was huge news, constantly.
The sources called it an entertainment news fixture. It sounds like it was just relentless.
It really does. They met on Stroker Ace in 83, got married a few years later, and then the divorce. It all just played out in the tabloids.
Loni herself said, we were just a spectacle all the time.
Yeah, and that it was hard to have a relationship in that atmosphere. You can only imagine.
Especially back then, pre-internet, the tabloids were just everywhere. Intense.
Very intense. But one really positive thing came from that relationship.
Their son, Quentin.
Exactly. Quentin Anderson Reynolds, adopted, born in 1988. She called him the best decision that we ever made in our entire relationship.
That's lovely. And it sounds like, despite the messy public split, she and Burt found peace later on.
It seems so. She stated before he passed away in 2018, we were friends first and friends last. Which is quite a testament,
It really is. She has a lot of grace. And her final marriage.
To Bob Flick, from the folk group The Brothers Four. They married in 2008.
And he was with her when she passed.
Yes. He survives her, along with her daughter Deidre and son-in-law Charlie Hoffman, her son Quentin.
Grandchildren, Mackenzie and Megan Hoffman.
And stepson Adam Flick and his wife Helene. And step-grandchildren Felix and Maximilian. A large family mourning her.
Clearly very loved. Beyond the acting, beyond the headlines. There was her memoir in '95, My Life in High Heels.
Right, and she was very clear about why she wrote it.
She said it was about the growth of a woman who survives. I like that.
Me too. And she added, if you're going to write about yourself, you have to do it warts and all.
That takes courage. Real authenticity.
And that authenticity, that openness, carried over into her advocacy work too.
For COPD, right. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Yeah, a lifetime commitment, they called it. It stemmed from growing up with parents who were both smokers, a cause very close to her.
And her family specifically asked for donations to the National Lung Health Education Program or the American Cancer Society in her memory.
Which is a wonderful way to honor that commitment.
The tributes pouring in from colleagues have been so consistent, haven't they? Just painting this picture of a genuinely lovely person.
Absolutely. Morgan Fairchild's toast on X was really touching.
Yeah, she said, I am heartbroken. The sweetest, most gracious lady. I'm just devastated.
And she called her one of the genuinely nicest ladies I've ever worked with. High praise.
And Steve Sauer, her manager for 30 years.
Said she was a class act. Beautiful, talented, witty, always a joy to be around.
He also highlighted her being the ultimate working mother, balancing family and career.
Which couldn't have been easy with her level of fame.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And Barbara Eden's words, too.
Oh, beautiful. Called her a real talent with razor-smart wit and a glowing sense of humor.
But also stressed her impeccable work ethic and then just a darling lady and a genuinely good person.
You see that thread, don't you? Talent, wit, beauty, but also genuine kindness and professionalism.
It really comes through.
There will be a private family service at Hollywood Forever Cemetery and a celebration of life later on.
So, wrapping this up, thinking about her whole story, Loni Anderson's legacy feels so much bigger than just one role, even an iconic one like Jennifer Marlowe.
Definitely. She took that role and made it empowering, you know? Blending the wit, the beauty, the intelligence.
And she navigated incredible fame, very public personal struggles.
And just kept working, kept contributing right into her late 70s. That resilience is remarkable.
Her whole life story just speaks to this amazing strength and, well, that work ethic everyone mentioned.
Yeah, finding and holding on to who you are in an industry like that. It's impressive. It really makes you think about what truly lasts.
So, for you listening, what part of Loni Anderson's journey really resonates? Is it that iconic role that flipped stereotypes, her resilience through all the public stuff, or maybe her advocacy later in life?
Yeah, what stands out most to you? And maybe think about this. Given how she kept working even while ill, her dedication to COPD awareness, what does her life tell us about finding purpose, about making a mark even when things are tough?
A lot to reflect on about a truly remarkable woman.